Selamat datang and welcome to today's video where we talk about replicating our results for Har Gao and chap chye and also Kuey Teow noodles using a pan when you don't want to use a steamer but you still want the same results without having to use a clean pan or having to even buy one. So yeah, let's just jump straight to it and let's get into it while I serve and eat all of this stuff. Let's get started with the batter. First off, different batter as I said. We're doing a different ratio as well. This is 140 grams rice flour that I was just putting in. And then we're going to mix in 200 grams of potato starch, which is I'm just going to pour in now. Yeah, and this is a different batter and this is going to be a totally different method. 200 grams of potato flour or potato starch and 140 of rice. So this is, yeah, there we go, just enough. So to this I'm going to add 1 liter water and then I'm going to show you. So I've got 1 liter of water that I'm going to mix it now. Yeah, and what I'm going to do is after I mix it, obviously I'm not going to show you the whole mixing process, but basically I'm just going to be letting it to sit, and I'm actually preparing the batter the evening before, so I intend to give it about at least almost a 16, is it 16? Something like 16-hour resting period before we start cooking. So I just want to show you before, so this has been sitting for about 1 hour. Before I start taking out or removing the water, I want to show you a little thing I've done. So I basically marked the water level of how much it's gone with 1 liter of water. So I'm just going to top up a bit more water to let the flour rinse more to get the effect much better. And I'm just marking the original level of water so that we can come back to it later, because as I'm going to show you, I'm going to remove the water and then I'm going to just top up as much fresh water as I can, which should give a better effect of making the flour softer. So just more water to play around with to get it softer. So I'm just going to fill it up. It was a bit bubbly, so I probably didn't have enough water just now. But yeah, I'm adjusting and adding more water now. So I'm just going to combine the flour and then let it sit again. So if you see, compared to the original level, it's much higher now. It doesn't really matter. That's the point why you're marking the original level, as long as you go back to that before you start cooking. Yeah, I will probably be washing the dough once or twice more. I won't show you each time, but just to mention it, that I will be washing the dough a couple more times. And yeah, we'll come back to that. Maybe I'll show you one more, but yeah, I probably just won't, and just skip, and you'll get to see the magic part to come to the final conclusion, or when the batter is ready. So we'll come back to that. So let's see where we are. You notice I've actually moved the batter to a different bowl, because I'm going to be I'm going to be putting boiling water basically later, so it needs probably something safer. I washed it at least 2 times or 3 times, more than 3 times, slightly more than 3 times over the past night, so it's been sitting overnight. I think by the time I start cooking it, it will probably have been set for almost 16 hours more or less, but I think it's okay. It smells fine. It smells good, in fact. I'm making some filling. As you can see, this is kohlrabi. Yeah, so I've just shredded them and I'm just cooking them up. I've got a little leftover sauce that I'm going to put it with, but the idea is to keep liquid as low as possible and to leave it and let it drain as much as possible. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm cleaning up this box cutter. So yeah, so I've got yeah, I'm not going to put any liquid in. I'm just going to use up this sauce. My wife was making some sort of tenmenjiang substitute sauce, so this is more or less the leftover. Would that type of sauce be interesting for you? Because I've been been looking around at substitutes for this because we can't always get Tian Chang. Sometimes we get it from shops, but not all the time. So, do you guys use that? Is it interesting? Let me know. That would be interesting to understand. But yeah, I'm just using this up and cleaning this up. As said, I'm not going to add any water because I don't want the filling to be wet, as you can imagine. So yeah, so I'm just going to do this. I think I have to plus minus another 10 or 15 ml to take that into account. But yeah, so I've got roughly plus minus 600 ml that I have to replace, so I know how much because I need to boil it now. So I'm going to boil fresh water, of course, 600 ml of fresh water. So we're going to go with that. So I've got 600 ml boiling water here. I've been loosening up the dough. So yeah, I'm just pouring it in now. 600 ml of boiling water. Still have a bit of salt to put in, roughly 1 teaspoon. So I'll just go with that. And then yeah, that's roughly 1 teaspoon. I'm going to sieve it a bit before I put in the oil because wow, if you remember my other batter, wow, this has almost no particles. I mean, this has no particles at all. So wow, this is quite impressive. Okay, so I'm going to add the oil now to this. Yeah, just give me a second. I do that. So roughly 2 tablespoons worth of oil. So let's just go with that. 2 tablespoons. A bit more. Yeah, 2 tablespoons worth of oil. That's going in. So I would like to move this over to the crepe maker because I think at the end of the day it comes to that question. Yeah, I think it comes down to how much. Yeah, and see, I'm just going that. Yeah, so I'm going with a thinner layer like this. So with the heat, at least I have that already. And by doing this, I should be able to get a much thinner dough compared to this, which is, yeah, it's fine, but it's a bit on the thicker side. And this, I think, will be the primary difference, yeah. Do you have a crepe maker pan? An electric one that does that upside down flip, yeah, versus a normal pan, yeah. And of course, if you ask about ease of use for people like me, who is obviously not as talented or as skilled or as agile, then I would say the crepe maker will be a much easier way to do it for sure. Yeah, let me get the prawns in for this. So yeah, hands down for beginners, especially people like me, crepe maker will be the easiest way to do it. If you are used to your way of doing this already, non-stick pan will work, and you will find that with this dough, yeah, you will get the best of both worlds for sure. So that will be what it came down to, I would say, at the end of the day. But let me roll this and show you this, because on one hand, I don't know. I mean, I'm quite impressed with this dough because, as you can see, it really is quite pliable. It holds itself quite well, and more than that, you can see it is. If you manage it, it can be quite thin. So I'm quite happy with that. But at the end of the day, it comes down to the pour, and that to me, I think, is everything you need to know. Coming back to this one, it's definitely strong. I mean, I'm not going to deny that. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Yeah, I can pull it up. It's fine. Oops, I pulled it too much. So it has limits, for sure. So I've got everything set up, and we're just going to make some Har Gaos, or yeah, I wouldn't call it. Yeah, I'm deciding how big to make it, because obviously with a crepe maker you're kind of limited to how big you want here. But with this pan, which is maybe a good thing and a bad thing, you can make it as big or as small as you want it to be. So starting with a Har Gao, I'll go with this small amount, and we'll just wrap it like that. and let me cover it, and then that's it. It cooks really fast. As with the other Chiong Fan videos, the trick and the problem in here is getting it thin enough. Let's get this done. Yeah, it's actually ready already. So let's do this, and then let's go, and then wrap, and then that's Chiong Fan. And then that's your Har Gao for you. I'll make one with so that's a super giant Chiong Fan, similar to what you have on the crepe maker. So I've got one chop chai one there here, and yeah, I'm just going to show you how to roll it back up. But yeah, the good plus of this method versus the crepe maker method is that obviously here you can set how big you want it to be. So whereas with the crepe maker, it was kind of more or less stuck to that size. So yeah, I mean, different things I would say, and they do different parts. So yeah, I would not say one is better than the other. It depends on what pan and what you have and what you can work with. Yeah, so this is basically the chop chai method, the chop chai dumplings with the pan. And I wanted to show you Kuey Teow. Generally, it looks okay, as you can see. This dough is quite pliable. It will work for Kuey Teow as well. I wanted to show you that. Is it? Yeah, always the obvious question is how thick do you make it, and this is where, you know, as strong as the dough is, and it's reasonably strong. I had to pull it quite hard, but it's still limited by that. I guess at the end of the day, these discussions come up to what do you have, yeah, and what pans you have to use it. As I mentioned previously in my other video, it comes down plain and simple about that. Yeah, you work with what you have and you use what you have. So I'm going to make a small Har Gao. I don't know, it's small, but I'm trying to make it thin enough for Har Gao. And then yeah, I'm not great at this wrapping stuff, so don't mind me on that, but I'm just going to cook this one up, and then we're going to conclude. Yeah, or at least I can already make the conclusions now, because as you can see, it works. Yeah, with pan you can make the same equivalence of the cream maker, so you don't have to feel constrained to buying one. Yeah, of course there are trade-offs as everything in life, so we'll deal with that. Yeah, but look at that result. Yeah, that's what you get. Har Gao and chop chai and Kuey Teow, all from this pan dough. So that's about it, I guess. In conclusion, thanks for watching as always. Like, subscribe, follow, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, jemput makan and see you. So bye.